You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for introverts to get more confidence, more importantly, more self-worth, and of course, get more fit. Women are a side benefit. More importantly, I turn nice guys into bad motherfuckers. Let's get into the content. You fucking legend. Sponsored by Brain FM. Real binaural beats that has sleep tracks, meditation tracks, recharge tracks, relaxation tracks, focus tracks, which, by the way, those focus tracks are really fucking good. Man, do I focus when I am writing my blogs, you guys. Okay, let's get into the content. I fucking love it. If you'd sign up right now. What is masculinity? First off, guys, understand this. If you've come across my podcast, you know that I touch upon relationships, basically pickup, seduction, fitness, mindset, and even mental toughness, if you will. Guys, I love that episode with James. Go check it out, okay? Now, in this episode, you guys, I really want to get down to the fucking point because honestly, I'm getting the chills tonight that I should really record this. Now, those of you who don't believe in spirits, I don't really give a fuck, okay? Guys, Joe Liverman was a spiritual guy. If you go on his website, Masculine Development, by the way, guys, listen to me. You have to go to Masculine Development blog now, okay? Masculine Development blog. Because quite frankly, I have some sad news for all of you. This is fucking sad. His other domain, basically, I don't know what happened. It got either hacked or something happened, but it doesn't work anymore. Okay, so I put my article. I want you to go listen to Self-Love Visualization for you to see this. My article, basically called 55 Plus Signs a Girl Likes You. I wrote that article, you guys. It's called 55 Plus Signs a Girl Likes You. Now, really, it's like signs she's interested. You can see that in the show notes on that episode. Self-love visualization. Now, I don't want to talk about that today. Guys, I talk about that shit all the time. Oh, guys, just listen to my episode called 5 Signs Women Are Attracted. It was like, I think it was right by the episode with Hannah Spanky on demonstrating vulnerability, which, by the way, guys, it's okay to be vulnerable, but you want to be vulnerable from a place of being real, not being fucking stupid. But I want to be clear with you guys. It's okay to be seductively vulnerable. Okay, let me say that again. It's okay to be seductively vulnerable. Now, whereas, you guys, the wrong vulnerability, right, is you basically go into interactions and all you want to do is you want to fucking cry on their shoulder and you're being a fucking wimp. And not to mention, you're not even using the right type of likability, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word that I'm looking for here. But really, you just placate to women. And when you placate to women, where does that get you? In the friend zone. And not to mention, you build too much comfort. And not to mention, you build trust too quickly. It's like what Marty says in the F formula. You have too many passive forces, not enough active forces. Now, here's a point, you guys. Look, I want to tell all of you something, okay? I recently optimized my article on the F formula. So that's the only reason why I bring that up. Now, again, I'm not sponsoring my podcast today with her product. Let's keep fucking going, you guys. Let's keep fucking going. What is masculinity? What is masculinity? Okay, masculinity, you guys, if you really go back to the end of time, okay? Look, Joe, you're the man. You knew a lot about philosophy, so I'm going to read this from your article. Okay, it's all good. Joe knows that I read his blogs. Now, Plato, one of the greatest philosophers of all time, believed that every man's soul had 3 components. 3 components, you guys, listen, okay? 3 components. Here's what they are. Epithumia, nous, thumos. Now, you guys, because I love this so much, I put this in my article. Now, obviously, I gave credit to Joe because Joe is who I learned this from. So if you read my book, you guys, if you read my book, you see that I have put articles in my book. And one of my articles in my book where I referenced Joe's blog is my article called Why Society Doesn't Want You to Be Masculine. Okay? I tend to talk fast, don't I? Okay, I'll say that one more time. Why society doesn't want you to be masculine. All right, now, epithumia, all right? There's the animalistic part of you. Basically, you want to fucking fight. You want to fucking eat. And you want to fuck some bitches, all right? Now, basically, it's everything primal, all right? It's everything primal. Heck, you guys, lately, I'm going to be real with you. I have been going through some, like, this phase where I don't care to fucking get in a relationship with any girl right now. Here's a point, you guys. Getting back to the fucking point. All right, there's intellect, all right? It's how you understand, all right? This is the nous, N-O-U-S, nous, your intellect. This is how you understand the world around you, okay? Now, thumos, all right? Thumos. Right here, you guys. Right here. This is where I excel in the most. Right here. Okay? Obviously, I have a strong animalistic side, right? Epithumia, right? When I think of nous or whatever the fuck, I think of my brother-in-law, Anthony. That guy, I love that guy to death, but honestly, his skepticism doesn't really get him that far. Okay, those of you guys listening that listen to podcasts, I want you to understand something. If you are skeptical, I get that, okay, but there's a book called The Fifth Agreement. Fifth Agreement. And here's what the Fifth Agreement states. And this is why I want you to listen to my episode called Mental Toughness Blueprint, because I really talk about this very thoroughly in that episode. I talk about this with James, so go listen to that. All right? In the Fifth Agreement, it says, be skeptical, but learn to listen. Okay, Anthony, that message is for you right there. Now, the point is this, you guys. The point is this, okay? Again, I tend to reference a lot of coaches I work with. Guys, Wes Watson says, if you don't find people trustworthy, you are shady. He said that, you guys. The man Wes. So, let's keep moving forward, you guys. Understand that it's okay to listen to people. It's okay. Now, let's keep moving forward. Thumos is your masculine spirit. All right? Now, this is your ambition, your will to conquer. All right? This right here is also Machiavelli. Look, you guys, you know that I talk about that dark shit all the time. I love that shit. You know I talk about that dark shit. But understand that if you at all want to become more masculine, all right, I'm glad you came across this episode, because quite frankly, nowadays people don't want to be masculine, right? They think it's toxic. Really, bro? Really? Okay, go on my blog and read my article called Why Society Doesn't Want You to Be Masculine, because I don't want to talk about that. In fact, I have that article in my book, my hardcover book, okay? What's the point, you guys? What's the fucking point? Understand that the media is propaganda. Okay, I'll say that again, you guys. The media is propaganda. Now, I'm going to tell you all something. If you, at all, go to the gym, right? Because you know I'm all about a healthy lifestyle. I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I used to work at Anytime Fitness a very long time ago. When I was at Anytime Fitness one time, all right? I walked in, and here's what happened, all right? Here's what happened. I met this guy, and I saw him wearing a news outfit, like he was a news reporter. And I asked him, I said, what did you talk about when you were a news reporter? You guys, this guy was so fucking out of his own mind. He couldn't even keep his own composure. Honestly, I felt bad for the guy. I really did. And here's why I felt bad. It's because he said, they traumatized me, man. They traumatized me. They had me do some weird stuff to find news reports, basically to report all of these negative stories, and I hated it. And so here's my big warning to all of you right now. My big warning to all of you. If you continue watching the news and believing that masculinity is toxic, I'm going to let you know right now that from that story, that should tell you right there that that poor dude was not only traumatized, but he also told me, he said, that was the worst job I ever had, man. And I was like, it really affirmed what I went through myself, right? Years ago, when I went to school for communications, as in I majored in film, basically. But what I learned is that they really promote mean world syndrome. Now, what does that mean? What does that fucking mean, you guys? Society won't tell you this, okay? But here's really why society does not want you to be masculine. And I'll say that very briefly. They want to scare you. I don't know what to tell you there, you guys. If anything, look, from here on forward, I want to actually ask all of you to cut out the news completely. Because I have this on my blog, all right? On my article called Why Society Doesn't Want You to Be Masculine. Cut out the news, you guys. Cut out the fucking news. There's no point. They're shoving shit down your throat that they want to scare you with. In that story about fucking that guy at Anytime Fitness, what can we conclude, you guys? What can we conclude? Even though they basically take these hate crimes and link it, and they link it to toxic masculinity, you guys. They link it to toxic masculinity. Now, you guys, I'm not one to talk, right? I've came unpeeled here and there on a few podcasts. How to Control the Killer Inside Yourself. Go listen to that with caution, because in my opinion, that episode is hands down Adam's Dark Side 2.0. Okay? Be warned, because when you listen to that episode, I really go deep into my dark side. Deep into my dark side. Now, you guys, that doesn't mean I want you to act like me and be like this freaking annoying guy that I can be sometimes. I will admit that to you. I'm a bit annoying here and there. But honestly, I will admit to all of you, I do certain things to knock some sense into my listeners, okay? Basically, what I'm getting you to see nowadays is that the majority of the human population, or the male population in America, younger ages, you guys, if you're listening and you come across my podcast, you think that masculinity is toxic. Guys, as we know, Joe Liverman, who had his blog, Masculine Development, I'm going to let all of you know right now, that is, you need to stop believing this bullshit. And as I said in my episode called Is Learning Pickup Creepy, I said that you're still easily manipulated. Ain't that the truth, you guys? Ain't that the truth? If you are still easily manipulated, honestly, I want to tell you right now that that's not masculine. Now, I'm going to let you know now, you guys. I'm going to let you know right now. If you want to be more masculine, I'm going to take a different approach to masculinity today. Be calm, cool, chill, relaxed, nonchalant, but also indifferent. Okay? That was a mouthful. Here's a point, you guys. Here's the fucking point. Masculinity doesn't mean just being a raging beast all the time. Masculinity is also calm under pressure. Okay? Now, with that said, that is the end of my podcast for today. In this episode, yet again, I'm going to be shouting out Joseph Patrick Liverman. This guy was a fucking legend, you guys. I've been way backing the articles because, honestly, he changed my life. And I want all of you to go donate to his family again because they are still grieving over his loss. He's not with us, you guys. It's a shame. And honestly, I did basically tell you a little bit about one of his articles, all right? And that is the article that he wrote called What is Masculinity at its Core? That's it for me in this podcast. Guys, I appreciate you. Do me a favor. Leave me a 5-star review with words behind it. I know I've been being a bit harsh lately, right? I listened to that one episode myself, you guys, about the biggest mistake nice guy makes, to harden the fuck up. I still encourage you to get my book, 77 Ways to Develop a Masculine Mindset. And understand this, you guys, understand this. I want you to let all of you know right now, if you notice that the wording is different from the articles in my book to the articles on my blog, there's a clear reason. Now look, I don't want you to ever explain yourself to girls. That's the whole caveat here. But I'm explaining this to you right now very clearly for only one reason. That is this. I've been optimizing my articles. Okay, so they're not the same now. Okay, you will go through the hardcover copy if you got my hardcover book, and you're going to see, oh, Adam has his ultimate guide to pickup. But on the ultimate guide to pickup, where it's on his book, it's not at all like what it is on his blog now. Yeah, you guys, optimizing my articles. All right, that's it for me in this podcast. Peace out. Guys, go support Joe's family, because that guy is a legend, and I still wish that he was here with us. Now, peace out, you guys. I love you.